Sometimes, what really makes the difference in you being able to save or otherwise are tiny habits that you do consistently over time. These are 10 1 minute habits and mindful acts that have helped me curb impulse spending while I keep more of my hard earned money and save thousands of dollars. Okay, so one simple yet important thing you can do is to decide on how much you're willing to spend each day the night prior. Or in my case, I do this on Sunday nights ahead of the week. So let's say you ran out of fruits and you need to have a quick grocery run the next day, or you're meeting up with a friend over lunch the next day. Based on these lined up activities, you could decide that the maximum you're willing to spend the next day is $30. Pre-planning and putting a cap to the amount you will spend at lunch or at the grocery store will make you spend intentionally, and it's almost guaranteed that this will keep you from impulse purchases. Additionally, knowing the real cost of a purchase beyond the price tag can help you really consider the full impact of that purchase. A lot of times when trying to decide if to buy an item or not, we're so focused on the number right in front of us, forgetting all other costs that comes along with the purchase. A classic example is if you're deciding to buy a car. The cost of the car is not just the $20,000 price tag or the $30,000 price tag on the car. There is taxes, there is the insurance cost, the recurring maintenance cost, and all other hidden costs that you need to factor into your decision-making process. So before you make that purchase, add up all the costs and you quickly realize that the item might not be appealing after all. Before you make that purchase, take a moment to ask yourself, how will I feel if I walk away from this purchase? By taking a moment to reflect and ask yourself this question, you can consider whether the item is truly worth the investment or just a fleeting desire. You really get to intentionally think about future regrets versus satisfaction. Now imagine you purchase the item and you're anticipating feeling regrets. It's a clear sign for you to reconsider the purchase. In most cases, this mental exercise helps you to quickly realize that you don't need the items and you'll be perfectly fine without purchasing it. Asking yourself, how long did it take for me to save up this money, helps to appreciate the effort and time you invested in building your savings. This reflection can create a sense of accountability and motivate you to think twice before spending. When you realize that the purchase could wipe out weeks or even months of hard work, you're more likely to pause and consider if it's truly worth it. This mindset fosters smarter spending habits and encourages you to prioritize purchases that align with your goals, ultimately helping you save more in the long run. In the same vein, you should think about how long it took to work for that money you're about to spend before you pull the trigger. This one has been a game changer for me, and I learned it from the book Your Money or Your Life. Asking this question forces you to connect your spending with the time and effort that it took to earn that money. Is this purchase really worth all the sacrifice? If you can't justify it, then move along. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account or some sort of investment account each pay period. The cool thing about this habit is that you only have to do it once, and that's it. Log into your account where you receive your inflow or direct deposits. Set a transfer of 5%, $100, $500, something, anything, into another high yield savings account that is out of reach. Savings can be hard, like HARD hard, and the only way to get around it might mean automating things and making it non-negotiable. 1 minute you set this up, and months down the line, you log into your account to see thousands of dollars saved up. Set up a recurring transfer to your savings accounts every payday. Even a small amount adds up. When you take a moment to consider what you're giving up with each spending decision, you can better understand the true value of your money. For example, if you're torn between a new gadget and a weekend getaway, thinking about how each choice impacts your finances helps clarify which brings more joy and aligns with your goals. With personal finance, it's always a trade-off. You spend on one thing and you leave out the other thing, or you invest in one thing and you leave out the other. By weighing your option or assessing the opportunity cost, you're less likely to make impulse buys that don't serve your long-term aspirations. Another 1 minute trick that you can adopt to help avoid impulse purchase is really focusing on the value of an item rather than the cost. Is it of good quality? Does it make your life easier? Is it durable? How much use will you get out of it? Is it one of those things that you'll use once and can't reuse again? If you can't come up with how an item adds value to you or improves the quality of your life, then it's not worth it. Before buying something, take a moment to ask yourself, how does this affect my financial goal? Every time you go out to dinner and you spend $100, or you buy an unplanned fashion item of $200, whatever the amount, that is $100 that could have been saved towards some other financial goal, like a family vacation or your friend's weekend getaway. When you think of your purchases in terms of the alternative use of that money, you rethink a lot of the impulse purchases. Now, I don't preach deprivation on this channel. If you want the dinner, go for it. But if it's just another meal that you forget in the next 24 hours, then you're better off spending that money elsewhere. The last tip in today's video is to unsubscribe from marketing emails and cancel unused subscriptions. Cut the clutter, guys. Unsubscribe from retailers' emails to reduce the temptation. If you don't see that prompt to buy something, it might never cross your mind to buy what you truly do not need. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.